Now, let's just stop and take a quick glance around the world, and it becomes very clear that we're very lucky to live in the greatest country God gave man, the USA. Now, there's a cartel war now going on in Mexico. The Middle East is once again on the verge of war. Europe is in a full-fledged identity crisis. Canada, well, they just lost at their very own national sport. Under President Trump, America's gigantic economy is somehow outpacing the rest of the world. Prices are steadily coming down. Jobs are being created. Inflation is coming down. Crime is also coming down around the country. We just had a record drop in murder and other serious offenses. From coast to coast, border to border, America is far more safer, freer, and far more prosperous than at any point during the last administration. And yet Democrats, they're angrier than ever. The vitriol, the conspiracy theories, they're worse than ever. And sadly, as a result, President Trump, other administration officials are truly not as safe as they should be. In fact, over the weekend, another assassination attempt against President Trump foiled after a 21-year-old man from North Carolina tried to breach Mar-a-Lago with a gas can and a shotgun. The would-be assassin, who was shot and killed by the Secret Service, reportedly obsessed with the Epstein files or something, which Democrats have been using to falsely smear President Trump, and it's been boomeranging back on them. Anyway, here with reaction, Markwayne Mullin. Do you see a direct link between the rhetoric, which I describe as insightful and dehumanizing, not only against the president, but against the president? It's very similar between ICE and the president, Nazi, fascist, racist, Gestapo, over and over and over again. Wash, rinse, repeat, day in and day out.
Sean, absolutely. I mean, think about this. The Democrats have been going after the president literally since 2015. He survived assassination attempts. He survived impeachments. He survived hoaxes. He survived the media lies coming after him. The guy just never quits. And what they don't understand is the more they push on a fighter like President Trump, the stronger his backbone gets, and the stronger he's going to be fighting for his agenda, which is to make America great again. So their rhetoric will keep spawning this hatred and this violence, but it's not going to stop President Trump.
Yeah, well, it's not going to. And I think, all right, so what do you make? I have in front of me the president's long post on Truth Social, especially talking about how whatever reports people might be reading about the chairman of the Joint Chiefs is not true. And we all know that we have the military capability to take out Iran. We did it with Operation Midnight Hammer. I'm not sure where this is coming from. Why do I suspect that there are people maybe with other agendas that are pushing this behind the scenes?
Well, it is. It's trying to show that there's a division between President Trump and his cabinet. We know there is nothing but great respect from General Kane and the president. That has happened from the first time the president met with him. And he told the president he could deliver on something that they were saying was going to take years. He said he could do it in a matter of weeks. And the president has respect for him. As far as them saying that they don't have the tools and the assets to be able to accomplish, we did it during the 12-day war. It's an absolute lie, and the president came out very quick. We all, Sean, you know General Kane. I know General Kane, or Chairman Kane, I guess. He's not one to go out there and talk about anything. He is a guy of direct action. He'll be delivering the president with options, and when the president says go, he will deliver and deliver absolute perfection on those orders. So it's just lies that the media is going to continue to draw, because they're trying to draw some type of attention away from the president and the great work he's been doing for the last year and for this country.
All right, there's always danger in any military mission. There was danger before Midnight Hammer. We know about that. We pray for our troops. This is where bravery, courage, valiantry come into, are impactful. We have the best military on the face of the earth. I have the greatest confidence in our military, our advanced equipment, and I know we can get the job done. It doesn't take away the dangerous factor. Now, the question I think we really have to ask ourselves here, is this in America's best interest? And does this work within the Trump doctrine? No forever wars, no boots on the ground. That doesn't mean isolationism. But is the world, is the region there, is America ultimately going to be safer, more secure if, in fact, this military action is taken? Because I don't believe you can ever trust the Iranians to stick by any deal. They will say anything to get a deal, but they'll never abide by any deal. They're not capable of it because of their sick, twisted ideology.
Well, Sean, first of all, the president wanted diplomacy to work, and I believe he still wants it. Remember, during the 12-day war, he told the Ayatollah, we know where you're at, we can take you out. This isn't about regime change. This is about our economy. Like it or not, we have a world economy. We're tied into the world economy, and everything revolves around energy. It does. And with Iran becoming a nuclear threat in that region, they can shut down the Suez Canal, they can shut down the shipping lanes, and they can make oil prices extremely volatile because of just simple threats, because they will be the only nuclear power in the Middle East. And the idea of them having, I mean, think about this, the world sponsor of terror, which is Iran, being able to have a nuclear weapon and threaten Saudi Arabia, threaten UAE, threaten Kuwait, threaten Qatar. It could be endless. They could create a complete juggernaut around the economy and the shipping lanes in that region. So the president is looking at this as America First agenda because he can't allow that volatility to take place. Plus, we're also the world's leading power. So for him to make a very strong point here and say, we'll never allow you to have a nuclear weapon isn't about regime change. It's about stability and stability of the world economy, which directly affects the United States.
Caroline Levitt confirmed the U.S. played a role in tracking down the Mexican cartel chief that was killed on Sunday, leading to all the violence within Mexico. Why do I suspect that had the president not shown strength with Maduro and Venezuela and strength with Iran, that there's no way that Mexico would have ever taken on these dangerous cartels? But I think they know under President Trump, either you're going to do it or we're going to do it. But narco-terrorism and the sale of poison in our country is going to stop.
That is absolutely correct. This is a different administration from the weak Biden administration. This is peace through strength. And for him to go out and take out a narco leader like Maduro in his own country, the Mexican government says, listen, we can depend on the United States. We can depend on their intelligence that they're giving us. And if worse comes to worse, we know that our neighbors to the north will be there to help us. Now, we hate to see what's happening. I've got hundreds, and I mean hundreds of phone calls of Oklahomans and friends that are stuck throughout Mexico. At the same time, we know stability will come. But this war has been coming for a long time, and they've been poisoning our streets. They've been killing our friends, killing our neighbors, and destroying our cities. And for the idea that the fight's finally going to the cartels, which they will lose, it's about time. You just hate to see the bloodshed taking place.
All right, Senator Markwayne Mullin, thank you. We appreciate
Thank you, Sean.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.